Anyways, good morning, everybody. Glorious, glorious day out today. Weather's looking good. I've been dealing with this. Sorry about that. I've been dealing with some audio and microphone issues. Um, so I'm hoping that I can run this one time. I don't like to edit. I don't want to go back and, cut and do all this other nonsense. I'm doing this for free just to get the word out there and leave my mark and legacy in the matrix until they shut this format down, which who knows, it might be, we might have another month here before we don't get to see anything. And I'm going to hopefully maybe touch a little bit more on that here. But look, I'll just give you an idea. I've been on YouTube for 6 years making videos, and, there was a time, even I'd say definitely before New Zealand, but at least 2 to 3 years ago, when every time I would turn on YouTube, I would find an amazing new channel or video, and not just one, but multiples. And so a lot of us were able to connect and find the right groups and who we clicked with. And, it's okay to have different groups and different, as long as we're all under the same cause of unity, einity, and truth, becoming awake and waking other people up and getting back to God and nature and putting that message out there. So that's the most important thing. But yeah, they definitely changed it, and now it's like if I almost have to directly, specifically search for certain videos, even if I'm subscribed to their channel, it just never pops up. But they'll try to push some garbage mind brainwashing crap on me in my suggested feed. Just go look at what they're suggesting that you watch and go look what's trending. And if you think that doing research is just being lazy and hitting whatever pops up, what YouTube or Google wants you to watch, then you're wasting your time. So we're going to dive down the rabbit hole a little bit here this morning. I'll tell you what, they made a mistake. Perfect segue into what I was just saying is they had uh, suggested a video to me as if they're going to bring me back to sleep. And I think that's what they're trying to do. Because once somebody wakes up, especially as the power of Jesus Christ, and you have the They Live JC limited edition glasses, you do not go back to sleep. And I've never seen anybody that was a spinning ball science lover that thought they were Christian wake up to their reality that it's not what they've been told, and their religion is pretty much half truth as it is at best. And what that means is that the people you trusted or were told to trust have not only lied to you, but they've lied to you about everything, basically. And it's so blatant and ridiculous that they have to put frequencies out in the air and bounce them off the parabolic dome, which is the firmament, from their devices that they have stationed all over this flat circular plane that we are existing on. And they use those frequencies to make people miserable and to target individuals in areas. Um, and you'd be scared to even own one of these devices if you knew the technology that they had and where they're going with it. Now look, they've demasculinized, or they try to dumb everybody down, and they got Jesus looking like a pussy. Listen, this man, when he incarnated here to do his work, when his final moments on this plane before he died and came back, he was spent a day hanging on a cross, and we complain about stuff. You see what I'm saying? Even if that story is complete bullshit, do you see the message that somebody, incarnated as the Holy Spirit of God? God can do whatever He wants. God put you here, right? You're sitting here watching this video. How the hell did you get here? You either came from a speck of dust and you still think you're spinning on a globe, or you were created here, and this is pretty much a terrarium, planetarium, fish tank type of situation that we're in, and it's weird as hell. And it'll all make sense one day, hopefully, when you graduate out of here. But I think Some of us are destined to stay here for a while. And from the looks of it, most of these people are never leaving. And maybe there is something to be said about 144,000. I don't know. I just don't buy into that shit because even though the Bible says a lot of stuff, and there's a lot to be said about numerology and you know, etymology and things like that, I'm fascinated by that, words and language. Vaughn Benjamin, the guy I've been promoting a lot, he passed on November 4th. My favorite artist of all time. You know, he spoke a lot about how they reverse language, and the English language especially. It's just a distortion. It's so disharmonic. And ask anybody that speaks English as a second language how difficult it was for them to learn. And once you figure out what the words mean and how to put them together, then you have accents and all these different like slangs and stuff. I mean, you can go from here to the other side of Florida and people are talking completely different. So imagine if you go, the other side of the country or whatever, it's a completely different ballgame. What they're doing here is they've turned this into a zombie land, and I'm outside all day, most of the day, every day. When I'm inside, my windows are open, and I'm looking. I just moved back from the woods. You guys know that situation fell apart terribly fast. So I ended up, back in the kill grid, unfortunately. I'll be here for a while, and what is that? Squirrels. Anyways, what I've noticed, guys, is that some of the spraying. RFB2 was talking last night. I was watching the live stream. Richie, pretty good stuff. Mike Decker's been around for a long time. I remember when I was first waking up, going hardcore on Facebook all day, 24 hours a day, just making memes. I mean, I could have been making 50 grand a year with all the work I was putting in to waking people up. And Mike was around back then. He was hardcore. I liked him because his profile picture, he was like out in the desert with a machine gun, pointing it up at the chemtrail plane. I thought that was pretty cool, man. It's my kind of guy. Yeah, he's definitely a cool cat. I'm glad Richie had him on. It kind of validates him a little bit more. That yeah, he is just a fat 50-year-old guy with a laptop. you know, no different than me or Joe and Brianna or Max Egan or Matt from Quantum of Conscious, Santos. You know, there really is good people that want to help you. Not everybody's a scumbag liar. You know, especially if they're doing this for free and actually sacrificing their place in the rise of the matrix. Come on, you judge a tree by its fruits, guys. But what I will go back and say that they're slow killing all the trees, guys. I'm seeing these people. Their trees are dying and their limbs, and there's so much product falling from the trees that they can't afford to even keep their yard clean anymore. And roofs are getting caved in here in Florida because the trees or the limbs are breaking off, and it's especially in the neighborhoods. And all the new neighborhoods that they're building, they're either packing them and stacking them and building them up, or they're building out with these weird, like California style lots that are way small, and there's zero trees in any of the neighborhoods. And that's because they're going to set up the 5G. And any of the new construction or infrastructure, if you look at it, there is zero trees, just enough to meet the guidelines. Whatever environmental guidelines they have set in place, that's probably all you're going to see is a bunch of bullshit trees brought in that aren't native to the area. Anyways, so I want to rip this guy a new asshole this morning. This is what came on my feed right here. And Wired is a mainstream channel. Anything with more than 1 million subs, proceed with caution. Unless it's like, I watch like GCN Racing. I mean, this is a very popular channel, but I'm talking about truth channels. If you're into something like you want to check out some mainstream news once in a while, or you happen to like certain sport or whatever, and it's a very popular kind of mainstream, that's okay. Take it with a grain of salt, use your discernment, and just don't be a sheep. But, anyways, they tried to put this on here, and I don't know why they would even do this to me. And look, and then this is what you get, You get this one, and then you get this one. So, and this guy is nothing but an actor. Now, the audio is going to be a little whacked out here. You might have to turn your volume down. My microphone's broken. It's a good laptop. I just don't know what's wrong with the microphone. I've been through 2 of them already, and I can't get it to go from computer audio and record my voice. It's messing it up somehow, so I have to So I have it set up. I'm going to see if it works. We'll play a little bit of what this bum is lying about. We'll try to get to the part that I want you to see, because it's laughable at best that he's dead serious. And look at this stuff. They're talking about taking a crap in space. Let's see if we can get this to play here.
Could be summed up because toilet, because it was indicative of what a lot of the differences were. I'm Mike Massimino, and this is how hygiene is different in space. Hygiene in space is
Okay,
very important.
let's stop right here. Look at this. The shuttle's been going up since the 80s, guys. Do y'all remember those, like, seat belts? You know, the airplane seat belts, how they're, like, clasped? It's, like, so old, and there was this old ashtrays in the side of, like, car doors back in the 80s, a metal ashtray that would fold out. I mean, it was just so crazy, the way stuff was built back then. And you're telling me they took a fucking tin can 30 years before that up there? Look at this tech. This is, like... Look at this. And you know they discontinued the shuttle because they knew we were waking up, and they had to get rid of the evidence. Same thing as the mysterious so-called moon landing tapes that they, mysteriously vanished into thin air because they knew people were going to wake up. They know this. And they love the fact that some of us are awake and others... I'm going to let this play in the background because I don't trust the audio, and I'd hate to ruin a good video. Just listen to some lying sack of shit. This guy here just boldly lied to your face and tell you that he's in outer space, and while he was there, he was actually taking a crap. Okay, look at this. Look at this. The part he says when it's in 0G, we'll let it play up there. Look at this. You guys really believe this shit? Do you really fucking believe it? Have you ever gone 3 days in your own bedroom without a shower? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Why is it so blurry all of a sudden? Go back. Look at this shit. Look at this. And he's sitting here like showing you this is what you have at home, but in space, let's see if we could see what he's saying. We had a lavatory. It was called the WCS, the Waste Containment System. I think that was primarily because if we had a problem. Hold on a second. If we had a problem, wait, there she is. Okay, we're gonna get her too. Come on, man. This thing will not pause. I don't understand, dude. I really don't. They mess with my computer. As soon as I start making these videos, nothing works. Are you guys seeing this shit here, bro? Look at this guy, first of all. And look. They put it up there like a model of it. What is this? Telemetry data. And all these little gadgets and buttons. God forbid he pushes one wrong button. You know, what would happen? Okay, there she is. Who? Who is it? Oh, it's her. It's her. It's her. There she is in all her glory. I mean, just look at this. Now you tell me that ain't her. Look at that. Huh? Come on. Fucking Medusa, man. Where's her good angle of her? Oh, no, it's not gonna let me get her. Let's see, we're on 12. Let's go back here. I want to get a good shot of her. Oh, hideous. Look at this. They do it on purpose. They know what they're doing. Come on, guys. Seriously? You buying that shit? Are you serious? That was their shower door? That looks like the latch that they close when they go do their so-called walks. Look at the size of this thing. Are you serious? This thing must weigh 900 pounds, dude. 900 to 1,000 pounds, whatever the hell this is. Imagine, because it's got to have some kind of water in it, and that weighs. You got to be kidding me. Even if they could get into the firmament, they'd have to use anti-gravity, and that's if there was gravity, which would mean they can somehow... I hate gravity. I hate that word. It's like global. where they can just lower the density and buoyancy. They can make something just, weightless. They obviously have the technology to do it when they fake these videos. I know it's 0G. I know it's somebody. Yep, what's that? Freemason ring. Busted. Let's get him. Let's get him. Right. Check out that ring, guys. Let's see what that is. There it is right there. Okay, we're going to try to get a closer look here. This is what I do. I like to sit here. Yeah. You're going to look real close. It's kind of hard. The resolution is terrible. But if you look closely, you'll definitely see this. Definitely see the square. I don't know. What do you guys think? Masonic? Ain't cheap, that's for sure. And look, it's supposed to put your wee-wee in here, alright? And then you pull this device back. Are you serious? Are you serious? Can you guys just picture for a second how this technology that we have is so... Look, and that's them spraying it into the vacuum of space. It would crystallize and disappear, more or less in the vacuum of space. So it was okay to dump urine out there. If the sun was shining, so it dumped urine, and it made a rainbow effect. Just like when half of them said they could see the stars, the other half said they couldn't. Come on. Everything is a lie, guys. They do all of this to hide the fact that there is a creator. They want you to be vague in your description of God. These people say God. Well, which God are they talking about? So, keep that in mind. And also be specific in your prayer and what you ask. And don't just show up on God's doorstep when you're in a bad mood and things are rough. Be sure you have gratitude as well. Man, this is a joke here. Look at this. And there's all this stuff. And look how they blur it real quick. Do you see how they do that? Okay, this is mind control at its best right here, guys. For you amateurs. Okay, clear. It's immediately clear. Now, the first thing your eyes are going to see is, you're seeing everything in reverse anyways, from a pyramid, tetrahedron. And then they blur it real quick, and then they put the image, and then you see this thing. Of course, the ISS, whatever, International Fake Station. But they blur the background. Now, what's the reason for that? What is the reason for that? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with they didn't want to show how easily they could make those clear letters overlay on a, let's break this down here. Look, it just won't let me pause it. It just won't let me do anything. These motherfuckers. I swear. I take more shit from these people. Okay. Okay, see? I just did it again. I'm trying to stop it, and it won't let me. That's from the image I'm looking. I want to see this. This guy kind of looks like Jason Lee, the actor. What's this in the background here? What do we got over here? So they just got stuff up there, huh? They just bring little signs. Look how yellow and crusty this looks. Jeez. He's looking at something. See? He's looking at the monitor. Look how black his eyes are too. That's probably augmented virtual. That looks like an old picture though, but the background looked old. Almost had a patina to some of that so-called electronics. But that could have been new. That could have been new. They've had augmented virtual reality for, I don't know, who knows, 20 years. Look, there it is again. Again, the clear and then the blur and then the letters come clear. How does Medusa wash her hair in space? It's all images, guys. They flash these images and show you. And they come at you like, we are the official end-all, be-all. Don't even question. Give me a break. Give me a freaking break. I wonder how they did that one. I mean, I could sit here. I'm not really thinking. I'm just looking at it. So I haven't seen that one yet. I mean, they could put you on one of those electric balls, and you could put it on your foot and make your hair stand up. They could raise the static, electricity, and there's all kinds of stuff you could do. So who's cutting all their hair, and where is it all going when they're up there? Why doesn't everybody have bald head? There we go. Like, oh, it vacuums. So it supposedly vacuums the hair. Dude, she looks like she just came from the salon. Are you serious? Look at this shit. Man, it's such a joke. It's targeted to kids. They brainwash you so young. It's not your fault. It really isn't. Anyways, I've had enough. Look, guys, I got a bunch of stuff up here. I just ain't doing nothing with it right now. There's a lot. There's a lot that hasn't been released. A lot of the ones you guys like with me talking. I got some doozies. But I get weirded out and I don't make them public because they're just too hardcore. It's like I can't let everybody I can't just put it out there, this information, and just assume that everybody's going to watch it and everything's going to be cool. You know? So, alright, bit of a bore, snooze fest, but I did get to talk about the tree, slow kill, the 5G, they're making way for 5G, and yeah, man, this is what they do. Yeah, they read the comments here. Like, you want to see how dumb your fellow man are. Most of these could be just AI and bots. Flat earthers be like, they invented all this as fake proof to mislead you all. Money is not the object. Explosive diarrhea. So this is in space. Space is a problem. People actually love this shit. They have no idea. There's something that happened, guys. Before I go, something happened. There was some kind of shift, and it's noticed to be most of us that are in our 40s and 50s and even 60s, and then it kind of cuts off. And because I've noticed my mom being in her 70s, she's very, very hard to wake up. My grandma, it's impossible. The brainwashing was so intense back then. Because there was a lot less information coming at you, so what you got was like, boom, black and white. Now there's like so much shit, you know. You could be like 16 different gingers. We're in a completely different reality, dude, as far as I'm concerned. That's why the gray area has vanished, and it's now becoming more black and white. And that defining line of those of us that get it and those that don't, and those that have it and those that hide it, is thinning every single day. And probably the system will crack. Yes, I think they know it's too far gone at this point. They are in survival mode. They pray that we don't unite. That's the key. It doesn't matter under what cause, as long as it's a good cause. Alright? Thanks for watching, guys. And to my new subscribers, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see my 20-minute rant from a few days ago. And maybe I'll think about putting it up there. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, don't do your own research. And don't go to church. Be the church. Be the research. Be the voice of reason.